Well, hello, hello, hello. This is Donna Reiners and Suzanne McGee. Say hi, Suzanne.
Hello, everyone. We're excited to be here with you.
We're your Tuesday podcast team tonight. So we're so happy you're here. We welcome you. We thank you for joining us. And to those of you who are here for the first time, we know you were invited by a friend or a loved one. And so they care deeply for you, and that is why you're here. So they want you to have a higher quality of life and a higher quality of health. We are here to show you how that takes place. In just a moment, if you could all mute, that'd be awesome. Anyhow, in our 30 minutes together, you're going to hear people's personal stories of their journey using the LifeWave X39 patch technology. You're going to learn about what they experienced, and you're going to have an overview of how the patch works, and you're also going to learn a little bit about LifeWave. And what is so wonderful is that David Schmidt, who is our visionary inventor, he's our founder and our CEO, he was called to discover how to innately capture the science of light, and he created this patented signature delivery system of phototherapy patches. He did that about 20 years ago. And so with heart and dedication, with much research, David went on to invent the X39 patch. And it is a new approach to improving the way our body fosters the flow of energy for improvements in strength and stamina and beyond. And we are thankful, thankful, thankful you are here to hear all about it. And Suzanne is going to read our testimonial, or excuse me, Suzanne's going to read our disclaimer. I've also posted it in the chat for anyone who would like to read it from there. Suzanne.
Okay. The statements we make tonight on LifeWave products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or medical condition. Our content is for informational and educational purposes only. Please consult with your physician or appropriate healthcare provider with respect to your own symptoms or medical use. Our technology is not proven based on conventional medicine standards and should not be used in place of medical care. And with that, we'll turn it back over to you, Donna.
Okie dokie. Well, I'm so excited because guess who our first guest is? It's our very own Suzanne McGee.
Oh, this is going to be great.
And so, well, let's just pretend like you're a brand new person. No one knows you. So tell us how long you've been on the technology. What was your, I'm just kidding. Tell us about what has recently occurred in your life, what happened. And also please tell us your age, because I think that's helpful in the whole summary of what we're talking about. And tell us how you use the patches. And then I'm going to show pictures while you're talking, if that's all right with you. And then we'll go.
We'll go from there. That sounds great. Well, I volunteered tonight because unfortunately I had just a slip and fall and something non-expected. Right behind those beautiful screens and foliage that you see behind me is a beautiful staircase that winds as a spiral staircase without a back. So we're going to show some pictures and I'll tell you a little bit about that. But I have been on the patches for 3.5 years going. And you can see the tenure of what happens to the body when you are on the patches for a long time. And it just begins to impound onto what conditions can have for you. Now, I believe that somebody probably even 20 years younger than myself could have had this same accident, and I don't believe they would have walked away from it without other incidents. So let me tell you what happened. Coming down there, I had not my arms too full, but I was walking down and I had just put lotion on my feet and the steps were a little bit slippery. So I just went from step 4 here to step 5. And when I slipped, my leg went underneath the stairs and came out the other side.
Goodness.
And I thought, okay, just sit here and relax for just a minute to just, where you get up from a fall and you're trying to examine exactly what the damage is. I wasn't sure if I had really injured my knee, my hip, or my back. I had everything on the way going down, but it was a slow run.
Wow.
So I got up a little bit and thought, okay, my arm's feeling okay, my knees feeling okay, but I could feel tingling in my foot. And then I knew that there was a break. And you can see the break there. It was a clean break, just straight across. And I had never broken a bone before. This was my first time.
Wow.
So
And what is
uh,
your, Suzanne?
it's what? This is this
Right?
right there. It broke away. The ankle broke away where it connects to the leg. And so, yes, my medical husband here is giving us the specifics of it.
That's one.
And
And what is
uh,
your age, Suzanne?
what is my age? You know, I usually don't tell the truth, but I will. I'm the same age as President Trump. So 75 years old, the first broken bone.
Well, you look beautiful and continue. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So that the duration of using the patches to strengthen the bones. And when I went in and had an x-ray, they said it is definitely a break. They could tell that the increased swelling, but right to the right of that picture sits my office, and I had my bag right here with my patches in. And I grabbed them immediately and put an X39 right there where I could feel the most amount of pain. And then the Aeon right aside. So married them up together. And then when I could reach another place, I put an ice wave on the bottom of each foot, right, white on right. Those patches were on within minutes of this happening. And as you can see, 1 week later, not a month, not 6 months, but 1 week later, this is what it looked like. And I was determined to go. Now you can show the other picture of the party. That night, we were having our Life Wave party, and everyone was planning on being together. And I wasn't going to miss it. So all I did was need a little bit of help to get in the area with either a walker or some crutches. I decided that the crutches were not for me, but a walker. So I got in there with the walker on, and that was 1 week later, 7 days, and I was out partying without the tremendous pain that you would normally think for a break like that.
That is amazing. Okay, so wow, at 75 years of age, your body repaired quickly. The pain was gone quickly. The inflammation was gone quickly because your body was able to receive the flow of energy it needed. Your body was able
Yes,
to receive the
absolutely.
wavelength it needed in order to regulate itself. And so I commend you for acting quickly. Even those of us on the patches, sometimes we're like, oh, I forgot my patches. Thank goodness you immediately knew already to go straight for your bag. And so I am so thankful that you're okay. I'm so thankful it was clean, but I have to admit, I am amazed that it repaired so quickly. And I am just in awe. Thank you so much for sharing.
You're welcome. That is the testimony of wearing the patches and what they can do when you consistently put them on and don't think, well, I'm not sure I need them today. We need them every day.
We
So
do.
thank
Listen,
you for this opportunity to share.
absolutely. Just real quick, I just want to ask you. So how long have you been on the patches itself?
3.5 years.
So your body is accustomed to your body responding to an emergency and taking care of business.
Absolutely.
And so I am so thankful that you knew what to do. You did not hesitate. And I'm thankful for your friends and your family who got to see it. And so I bless you today, Suzanne, and I hope that we don't have any other testimonials like that coming from you from the duration of our relationship.
Well, I agree too. But even the doctor, the young doctor, when she did that little look where she looks at the break and then she looks at me and then she looks at the chart and she says, wait, and I know she was looking at the age. She said, this is an example of what you're doing for really strong bones.
That's right. I just want to give one more glance before we move to our next testimony. That is amazing. Look at that.
Mhm.
For those of you who just came on, a few of you just did. So thank you, Suzanne. I really appreciate your sharing. Thank you. That now, how's your life now? I know that you still have some things you're working through, but are you able to manage any pain? Are you able to manage all the inflammation? Are you managing well as you move forward?
Absolutely. And our other team members called and said a couple of weeks ago, right after it happened, why don't we just let you rest and we'll do the podcast? I said, absolutely not. I'm fine. I can do it. Let's just get going. And I consider that one of the most difficult things is that we drink a large amount of water at our house, and each of us should. All of you who are on the patches should be drinking a large amount of water so that you can have that flow go. And that was the biggest challenge, because getting to the restroom with speed was not the usual thing. It was a slow motion to the bathroom.
Well, that's okay. We're just thankful that you can hobble and you're not in the hospital. So we bless you. Now, listen, I now want to turn it over to Suzanne McGee Extraordinaire, who has someone she's going to be interviewing who has an amazing testimonial as well. We thank you all again for joining us. And if you just came in, just remember to start over when we're done, after we share the recording and listen to the beginning part of Suzanne's testimony and see her picture. So Suzanne, take it away with your interviewee.
Okay, thank you. Wayne, you're here with us tonight, and come right into the room, and we'd like you to tell us a little bit about your life and what's happened. We know that your story's been extraordinary as well.
I don't know where you want me to start, but I've only been patching for a little over 5 weeks, so I'm a newbie. Very excited about being in the business. And I had heard of photobiomodulation. So when it was introduced to me, I sort of had a bit of awareness about it. And when I did the research, I knew that it was something I wanted to be part of.
What a smart lady. Sometimes people have to be counseled, coached into doing this, and you knew immediately. We're always grateful for those who are aware. Thank you. So tell us more what happened as your story went on.
Well, I respect that things sometimes take their time. And the first thing is my sleep. I'm a caregiver for my husband, and my sleep for 4.5 years has been terrible. I'm lucky if I get 3 or 4 hours of sleep, and then it's intermittent after that. So it's ongoing, but I think I'm up to about 5 hours sleep now, and I actually don't get up in the middle of the night. I don't get up to go. And that's a relief, right? It means I can stay in bed and I can see the progress. So, I'm happy to keep on doing the patching that I know is going to improve my sleep. I mean, things are not going to improve overnight when something's been going on for years, right?
Yeah. Right.
And then I was, the biggest thing for me is I was prepared for the long journey. I am prepared for that. But I was on a group call with a couple of mentors, and somebody mentioned TMJ, and immediately my ears perked up. And I said, she said, well, it went away in a couple of days. And I said, well, what were you doing? And I said, well, I've had that for 5 months. And my doctor said, there's nothing you can do. You can go and get a very expensive mouth brace, or you can get one from Amazon. I did the usual. I did Dr. Google, and it can heal. So again, I was prepared for that. But what happened is my mentor, Chu Tang, who's on tonight, I understand, and she sent me a protocol, which I immediately implemented that night. And the next morning, I could have cried, because after 5 months, my TMJ was 90% improved. I still
And
have
how long had it been there?
5 months.
Wow.
Months, and it's when you yawn, when you eat, when you put something into your mouth, which is a daily occurrence, right? And overnight, and I'm sitting at the breakfast table with my husband, and it dawned on me that it was 90% improved overnight. Now that blew me away. And so I was so thankful for Chu for sending me that protocol. So I'm still doing it. I'm still have a patch here, and I continue the protocol overnight and during the day. So yeah, I can't say enough about how pleased I was. Yeah.
I tell you,
When we're able to eliminate, excuse me, Donna, when we're able to eliminate a physical pain that has been so annoying and part of our life, and we're able to eliminate, there's joy. There's a joy to that and a happiness. And you felt it. Donna, go ahead. You have another question.
oh, I just wanted to share. I'm so thankful that we don't use the word protocols because it's such a medical term, but I am so thankful for the suggestions that were made to you. And I'm so thankful your body responded and your body was able to repair itself. And something I've learned over the last 2.5 years in using the technology is that no matter where you put it on your body, you put it on your tummy, you put it on your neck, it's still going to repair the most critical organ and the most critical thing. And the reason I say that is because my husband's TMJ was repaired in about 4 months, and he never placed it anywhere close to anything that was touching that area. And so I just wanted to help everyone understand that our technology is not based on placement. It's based on the body's response and the ability for the body to repair itself. So go ahead, Miss Wynn.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, your husband would probably agree. It is has such an impact on how you feel every day. And when that pain has gone and that discomfort has gone, you go, wow, I just feel like a real person. So it's very special, very special.
It is. It's amazing. Now, were you using the X39? What patch were you using?
I was using the X39 and the Aeon, and I was using the X39 on my back and the Aeon on my tummy. And when I changed, I put the X39 in the daytime and the Aeon on my knee, on my lower leg. So that was the recommendations that I received, and that's what I did to make the change.
Wonderful. That is so exciting. Suzanne, is there anything else regarding her testimony that you remember?
I have just received the new the promotion that was on for the Alavida. So now I'm adding the Alavida, and I think that has helped my sleep that little bit.
That is, I've been using the Alavida for 3.5 years. It's one of the first things that I use. And I definitely know that it has a lot to do with my sleep and how I can sleep peacefully. So I'm sure that you recognize that. Well, we're so glad that you became part of our family because it is working. And when some people talk about how quickly it works and maybe they question how it works so quickly, just remember the speed of light is very demonstrable. And later on, Donna's going to give us a few points as to why this would be so effective as we use light. And the rest of the world is definitely catching on and coming up. We use blue lights and red lights and all different types of lights that are used in facilities, and it's getting more and more expanded. And now you found it where it's a wearable technology. How blessed we are to have something that we can wear that activates the light that's in our body to produce these results. Thank you so much for giving your testimony and coming on. We appreciate it. Donna.
So excited, y'all. Oh my goodness gracious. For those of you who have just come on, you get to hear the goods on the X39. And those of you who've been here for a while, we thank you that you probably brought a guest to hear. So what is this amazing patch? Here it is. It is X39, and how do you wear it? It looks like a Band-Aid, right? But it's so much more. It is, as Suzanne said, it's wearable light. It's like a device. Inside the middle of the patch's adhesive are organic crystals. So what you do is you take it off and you put it on anywhere you want. So I could even put it here, and you know what? It would still affect this if that was an issue in me, because that's the beauty of how these patches work. So this is optimum health and wellness to be yours. It's a new approach to improving the way your body fosters the flow of energy for improvements in strength, stamina, and beyond. So it is stimulating the skin with light, and this will help you conquer your active lifestyle again. It's going to pave a new way for you to have vibrant health without anything entering your body. And that is the key, y'all, nothing entering your body. It's a cutting edge patented technology, helps you restore balance and well-being, and it supports whole body wellness. So what happens? Okay, so did you know that your body emits heat in the infrared spectrum? When placed on this body, guess what happens? It's like when you watch a movie and you see the people at night wearing the goggles, and they see the warm bodies and they're trying to find them. This is what this affects. It affects that spectrum inside of us. So that this causes a reflection back for the light on those specific points on the skin to promote health. And what's interesting, if you remember the testimonials, what happens is, though this patch was on the body, it's caused the body to do its own repair, and the body to do its own restoration of what was needed because of the wavelength that was released and reflected back into the body. And so you wear the patch for 12 hours on to activate and repair, then you remove it for 12 hours. Just like at my house, at nighttime, we turn off the lights. We don't want to pay the electricity at night. So we take the patch off at night and we let the patches work during the daytime, except for, of course, Alavita. And so I incorporated these into my normal routine. I put them on in the morning. I put them on when I brush my teeth. I take them on at night, take them off at night. And so we are very, very thankful for the opportunity for us to share this with you. Suzanne, would you like me to share about the company, or would you like to?
Let me go ahead and do that. I'll do the science and technology here. It says I'm excited to share about the company, what's happened. And we're not going to be able to tell you all the high points that we think, but you'll want to go ahead and visit startx39now.com for more details. And when I send that to people, they're always amazed at the different things that are listed. Now, especially the patent. We have a wellness center in Huntington Beach, California. And of the products that we've handled over the last 20 years, I have never handled a product or technology that is based in so much secure science and patents. And that makes me feel really resolved at being able to share that with others. We have a proprietary 20-year patent on the X39, and you can find all of David's patents on that website that we just gave you. It's right there. And among other things, it supports in the improvements on exercise performance. We hear that every day. Stamina without using drugs or stimulants. We love that fresh vitality that it gives us from using the X39 and to restore and repair. If you are looking for something that can repair and restore naturally and rebuild our well-being. Now, something I forgot to mention in my testimony is that I did not use anything outside, nothing, not even the least bit of on the counter drugs, nothing. I used nothing. And when one of my sons called and said, would you consider are you doing this? Are you taking various? I'm like, no. He said, I didn't think you would. So that was the end of our conversation. He was sure that I was not going to, because I wanted to stay completely holistic and letting the body heal. And one of the things that I felt one of the first nights that I might not have felt if I had not been without any type of drugs is I could feel the tingling, Donna. I could feel the circulation happening, and I could feel the tingling starting from the toes all the way back up. And so you see that when David first looked at this and was going to create something for the Navy SEALs because they were on the long-term missions and they needed something without stimulant. So it was the Energizer enhancer. And that was almost 20 years ago. It was the beginning of LifeWave. And then at that time, and recently about 30 million a year. But David's global vision, he is such a visionary man, and he took it to 81 countries. No one understood this brand new science. And it's still delightful when people are asking us questions about it. But the flagship X39 was released, and this wearable patented technology, I love those words, wearable patent phototherapy technology began to take off. And David Schmidt's creative mind, he patented a way that we can use our own light. Well, since then, the company has grown. In February 2023, we had our biggest sales month in almost 20 years and the biggest sales day with over $4 million. We're really thankful to bring this technology to the world. Now, it isn't those numbers that are the important thing to us. Those numbers represent people. They represent stories, as you heard tonight. They represent those successes. And because they represent those successes, we're excited to be able to share. Donna, what else do you think that is important for you to tell these people about how we wear it?
Well, honestly, I was present, but did you mention the swim team?
No.
Let's real quick. The energy enhancer, after it was created for the Navy SEALs, what's so interesting is that David Schmidt also got with Coach Richard Quick of the Stanford women's swim team to use the patches, and it was for the Olympics. And so 6 of the 8 women's team went on to break personal speed records after just 3 weeks of using the energy enhancer patches. So the point is the technology itself works. And they were tested at the Olympics to prove that they were not doping. So there's nothing that goes into your body with this kind of thing. Many of us that come into this sort of health and wellness type company might have compromised situations physically and in our health and things of that nature. And so it's difficult to just add one more thing to take or one more pill to take or one more pharmaceutical or what have you. In these cases, these patch technology patches really are just going to help your own body regulate itself again and help your own body repair itself again and help your own body restore itself again without anything going into you. And so it's not a stress on your body. And so LifeWave is a global company. It's almost 20 years old. It's in the front of regenerative science. David has, I think what we technically say is he has about 90 patches, but I could have sworn I heard him say he has 130 patents at one of the conferences. In my brain, I remember that. And he's got 70 patents in regenerative medicine alone. So he really cares that we take care of our own bodies, that we invest in our own bodies so that our own bodies can produce longevity for us and take care of us way past 75, Miss Suzanne. And so I want y'all to think for a minute. Maybe ask yourself, do you want to go on a transformative journey to improve your own health and wellness? If you have not already, tonight's a great day to make that decision. And you can talk to the sponsor or the person who sent you here and ask yourself, do you know someone who can benefit from light technology? And who do you know that wants to improve their strength or their stamina and beyond? They don't have to be full of sickness, y'all. You can be healthy and use these for longevity. So anyway, that's my 2 cents. Please visit startx39now.com. There are videos there. There's information on David Schmidt. There's different people that are sharing their stories. And you will see for yourself the beauty of using something like this for your life. And so that's all I got, Suzanne. What about you?
That's it. We ask you to share. All of these podcasts are posted. And think of the amount of people that are out there that would not hear this unless you pick this up and share this video. I had an opportunity to share with a family member back east prior to last week's call. And it's rewarding to share and giving this opportunity to them so that they can become knowledgeable about photobiomodulation. Thank
Right.
you. Dr. It's always a pleasure to do the call with you. We thank you all for joining us. We appreciate it. Have a great night and a
Thank-
wonderful holiday season.
Blessings to y'all. And you can find this either on the Facebook, Evolve Facebook. You can also find it in the Evolve Stories. If you don't have a Telegram account, get with your sponsor and have them help you get one, or go to our Facebook Evolve and you can see us live there. So blessings until next week at same time. Until soon.
Thank you. Donna, I don't think we'll be here next week because it'll be the holiday.
Well, I don't know yet. I have not heard, but y'all stay tuned. We'll be back sometime.
Yes, we will. Have a
Thank
happy
you.
day.
Bye,
You.
y'all.
Bye. Bye.